Okay, so we have got Connor here, superstar in the making, team bodybuilder.
What's up, guys?
Crazily enough, I'm not his brother. We do look similar, both very handsome.
We get that a lot.
So Connor's only 19, I'm 29, which is terrifying in itself. So we've had a lot of demand to have a Q&A to ask Connor a lot of questions. We put this obviously up to our Instagram to see what people thought, what they wanted to know. So I'm going to run through a few questions with Connor. Firstly, what shows are you doing?
Okay, so the first show I'm going to be doing is the Body Power show. I believe it's a UK up show. And then after that, a few weeks after, I'm doing the UK DFBA show, the one in Rugby. I think it's called the USN Classic. And then my final show, the final show that's planned at the moment is going to be a junior bodybuilding show with the UK DFBA as well in Scotland. So that's
cool.
My plan for shows.
He's got to run through what he's planning to do. So question number one, hardest part of prep so far?
Okay, so the hardest part of prep so far, apart from being a little bit hungry at times, would have to be like balancing it with social events, family events, just preventing myself from going into a relatively...
Being a recluse.
Yeah, the thing is, bodybuilding can be a relatively selfish sport if you let it become a selfish sport essentially. So I'd say the hardest thing is just balancing it with other elements of life. So it's very easy to just, focus on the routine and focusing on training and the diet and the cardio, but it's important to have like other elements of your life involved. And in the past, I've been very guilty of just, as you said, just like focusing on myself, and I just need to make sure that I'm balancing other elements of my life with the whole process. So I'd say balancing it with life.
Something I've noted that you've done, which is really good, is everyone who's close to you, who's aware of you, is fully supportive of what you do, particularly your family or parents, which is really nice to see. So it's not something you see a lot of sometimes. So that's pretty awesome. It makes the whole process a little bit easier. So that's all good. Next question up, what's your long-term goal?
In terms of long-term goal, it would definitely be a natural pro card for me, so getting a pro card.
We're going to keep that in.
Yeah, we'll keep that in.
I don't know if I could use a torch myself.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We're in the flow.
We'll put that in the outtakes.
So take two, so the lights went out, don't ask why. I can't even remember what question we were into now, so let's keep going. So, long-term goal, so there we go.
Yeah, so long-term goal, I'd say, in terms of like physique goals, it would definitely be obtaining a natural pro card. So that would be with the WMBF. Also involved with that, just winning a British title would be awesome. So in terms of more short to medium term goal, it'd definitely be, well, firstly, I'm gonna aim to just get this phase over in terms of competing and doing my best in terms of competing. But long-term goal in terms of dreams would definitely be obtaining a natural pro card. In terms of business and other aspects of my life, just one of my dreams would be to have my own gym. There's things in the pipeline in terms of clothing companies, etc.
What's the clothing company you're working called?
It's called Endorphin. Essentially, our strapline is activewear for the natural high. So yeah, we've got lots of stuff in the pipeline in terms of future plans. But yeah, that's the long-term goal for the moment.
Exciting stuff. Next question up, what have you enjoyed the most about prep so far?
Probably the results in terms of...
Looking sick.
Yeah, the thing is with competition prep and dieting and cutting, whatever you want to call it, the results they come a lot faster in terms of you see changes even possibly every day, every other day. And that's why it's so important to document this process for me and for you guys. If you're in a phase like this, make sure you just document it, because you can then compare photos or videos, or
you can analyse what works and what didn't work.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd say the funniest thing is just seeing results. I'm not gonna lie. There's been some very difficult times, and just prep is a up and down process in terms of emotion. But when it is difficult, it means it's working, and when when those tough times pass, and especially when you're post session, when we take your top off and you look at how you're looking in terms of your physique, like post session, for example, when the carbs go in around your training window and I'm feeling pumped and I'm feeling full, that's when those hard times pay off. So I'd say definitely the results are short-term results.
It's a funny thing, I don't know if you agree, but I always find as well, the day when I feel my worst, the next day I look my best.
Yeah, totally.
It's when you feel shit, the next day you see like big progress.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
And when you almost get psychologically used to that, you think like, okay, I look crap today, but tomorrow I look awesome. So
totally,
just got to man up and get on with it sometimes. What's the favourite food in your favourite food in your diet at the moment?
Favourite food? It's a tough one. I do like a rice cake.
That worst answer ever.
Rice cake, a chocolate rice cake's pretty good, or oats. We were laughing earlier about my 150 grams of oats post workout.
How anyone digests that, I don't know.
I mean, to be honest, it'd probably have to be oats. That might sound boring to some people, but I put oats with like sugar-free syrup, some berries in there.
Hershey's chocolate.
Yeah, Hershey's sugar-free chocolate syrup. Top tip. But probably oats. I'd have to say oats. In terms of
satiety, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, in terms of making myself feel full, it's a very good food source. And in terms of things strictly in my diet plan, in my meal plan, it would have to be oats. But I can like today, I've got a refeed on Fridays and Saturdays, so I can fit things in. Like we just went for a Nando's, so I can fit things in like that. Chips. So I'd say oats for that.
Good answer. What do you do for cardio currently?
In terms of cardio, well, I began prep at 5 sessions a week for 5 sessions of 30 minutes. I was doing that fasted in the morning, either on the cross trainer. I know Charlie likes the cross trainer.
Big fan.
Sometimes I do the stepper if there's a stepper in the gym, because I'm up and down from Oxford because I go to uni at Oxford Brookes. So sometimes I'm down in Surrey, which is where I live, or in Oxford, and they have different cardio equipment, so I have to adapt to that. Currently it's 4 times a week of 30 minutes. That's a list, so low intensity steady state cardio.
You also got a step count you're trying to do.
And then
daily.
A step count of 15,000.
Which is quite a lot. So you go for a walk every day.
A walk. I usually, in order to get 15,000 in, I have to do around an hour walk in the morning, and then about half an hour to 45-minute walk at night, and then the rest of the step count is sort of accumulated just through day-to-day activities.
Cool. Next question up. How do you prep your food in advance? How do you structure that?
Okay, so in a very fortunate position where essentially I'm either at uni most of the time or I'm at home most of the time. So I'm always around a kitchen usually. But for example, coming up to Nottingham, doing trips like this, weekends away, in terms of food preparation, the clue's in the name. You just need to be prepared. Don't leave it till the morning of or just really late, because it's just going to stress you out. Prep and just general fitness food preparation can be a slightly stressful process if you let it become that, but as long as your time management's on point, you're consistent with it, and you just get a good routine in, structure, that's what I'd suggest in terms of meal prep. But essentially, obviously I have Tupperware containers. I cook most of my protein sources. Carb sources are relatively easy, just with oats. If you're in a hotel room, you don't particularly need a microwave. You can just add hot water. Just laughing there because sometimes you won't have a fridge, so
yeah, we just had this debacle. If anyone's seen our Instagram stories, we've currently got about 4 containers of chicken in ice sitting in the sink, so we're going to be brushing our teeth in the bath.
Yeah, but added to that, you've just got to be smart with it, and
There's a solution to everything.
Yeah, me, Charlie and Mike were saying that it's quite satisfying when you have all your meals prepared and you've got everything in your bag ready to go. You're sort of ready for any situation. But But you know, you just got to be smart with it, be prepared. In terms of protein sources, obviously whey protein, like shakes, pretty easy to get in. Protein bars, you just got to be careful with sort of sugar and carb.
There's a lot of crap in those.
Yeah,
so it's flare up the gut sometimes digestively, I find.
And then you know, you've got pre-cooked chicken. Obviously that's going to have quite a relatively high sodium, but you've just got to be a bit careful with that. But
sodium pump.
Yeah, just be careful with it and be prepared.
Next question up, which is one I was curious of, is what's your current breakfast? Because this is a meal a lot of people are always interested to see what people have for breakfast.
At the beginning of prep, it was 2 eggs and ground beef, so like 5% lean mince.
Simple.
But now I've changed to...
How much ground mince are you having?
150 grams.
But how did you find having meat for breakfast? Because some people find that a bit weird.
It was the first time I ever had...
Did you find it used to it after a week or so?
Yeah. It was the first time I ever had meat for breakfast, other than like bacon or things like that. Yeah, it's a bit of a shock to the system having chicken or beef for breakfast, but it's just one of those things, you just need to do it. But currently, I've been liking turkey bacon, relatively low, well, very low fat, high protein, and then egg whites as well. Egg whites are very good in terms of volume, and then just putting some just general veg in there. Sort of making an egg white omelette with the turkey bacon. So yeah, that's currently my breakfast.
Cool, good shout. And lastly, what are you most excited about for the future?
In terms of the future, just seeing where I can take my physique. For currently, in terms of, you know, a few months down the line in terms of the future that way, I'd say just seeing how my first competition, sort of competitive season goes. I'm not really sure how it's going to go. I'm giving it my all. You know, fitness, bodybuilding, the gym, whatever you want to call it, is my absolute passion. So I'm very excited to see this hard work pay off, hopefully. So yeah, I just want to see how my first competitive season goes, essentially.
So I'm excited for you to see how it goes. If you guys don't already, follow Connor. His Instagram and YouTube details are below. Comment below what you think of the video if you want to know any more. Any other questions for Connor, and we'll do another video as well. And hopefully we'll be documenting lots more of your journey in the coming. So hope you guys enjoy the video. Peace out.
Cheers.